you go. So we got capitalist Donald Trump versus communist Kamala Harris. Now, honestly, I mean this honestly. How many of you guys really want Kamala to win? Do you? Do you? I'm gonna make this about a 20-minute live video. I don't think it needs to be any more than that. But here are some of my predictions. I'll answer any of the live chats that I see. At least I'll try to. So here's the thing: Kamala Harris is gonna lose this debate very hard. She's proven time and time again that she cannot handle conflict. Donald Trump can. He'll interview with anybody. He's proven time and time again. He'll go on any podcast. He'll go on pretty much anything, really, as long as it's fair. He knows that if he goes on MSNBC, it's going to be, they're going to try to hurt him. In, obviously. It's this, allegedly. But no, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Donald. You may not like him as a person, but he's got some balls. Almost assassinated. He was close. It was right there. It was damn. Like, people don't realize how close he was. Like, we were almost at that was almost like Civil War status right there. But anyway, so the predictions I have are Kamala is gonna just suck. She's gonna be terrible. Hopefully they give her some sort of Adderall or some sort of mental enhancing drug, because she's gonna need it. When she's reading off a teleprompter, she's a pro. But when she has to actually critically think, she's proven time and time and time again. Unless, like I said, if they got her on the right drugs, maybe she needs some. Hold on. Maybe she needs some ADHD medication. I don't know, and I hope she gets it. I hope she gets it, because if it helps her function, that's great. I do want a fair debate. And if somebody has to have mental things done to make themselves clearer and get their points across, sure. But I do believe that Kamala is a chameleon. I do believe that. That makes perfect sense to me. She does change her accents wherever she speaks. So if she's speaking to a bunch of Southerners, she's going to talk like Colonel Sanders, yeah. She's talking to a bunch of African Americans, she's going to be like, yo, homie, what going on? What cracking? She's fake. Her personality, it models whoever the hell's in the room, and that's about it. The one and only Nicole says, hello, princess. Thank you. I'm a very pretty man. I'm a very effeminate looking man, I will admit. But nonetheless, this effeminate weirdo is going to vote for Trump, obviously. And dude, this debate, just how Trump totally annihilated Biden in the first debate. This second debate's going to be crazy. This debate's going to be insane, because I think that Kamala is going to do worse than Biden. And what's going to happen is the Democrats are going to realize that, holy shit, you look like a Kamala toe voters. What the one and only Nicole says. Don't trust me. I am 100% Trump sexual, though, for sure. I do look like a soy boy. I ain't gonna lie. At least I got pretty eyes. I got a blowjob mouth. I get it. I do look like somebody who would be like, Kamala makes you holla, ooh. But no, Donald Trump is definitely gonna win the debate. I just don't see any other outcome. Kamala Harris has proven time and time again that she's poor at critical thinking. I'm excited to see what the results hold for this debate. I think, like I said, I think she's gonna kind of stink up the place a bit. She's gonna really blow. It's exciting though. It's exciting to see just how bad she'll do. The Big Pasta says, Diddy, Trump for the W. Thank you, dude. Trump better win. How many? Okay, so let's start a poll real quick. How do I start a fucking poll, you guys? So I do this? Yeah, there we go. Who will win the first debate. And we're going to put Donald Trump or Kamala makes you holla, Harris. All right, putting that poll in right now. All right, so we got the poll up. Who will win the first debate? That's the question. So you guys can answer the poll. Obviously, I think it's going to be Donald Trump overwhelmingly. Look, Kamala's debate skills are poor. They're terrible. I am a firm believer that, you know, Kamala is the fakest candidate I've ever seen. She is she's the most unearned candidate I've ever seen too. Installed is the only word I can think of. She was installed like Windows on a computer that just can't run it very well. And the computer that cannot run Kamala Harris very well is America in this instance. Look, Kamala, you're not good for this country. You believe in communism. It's very clear. Your beliefs and your actions prove to me that you are a pure communist. We don't need communism in America. Communism destroys countries. Read history. First off, just read history. Communism sucks. It's terrible. It's awful. It really is. So, yeah. Communist Kamala. Sorry. Communist Tim Walz. Boo. Coach Walz can suck my balls. Anyway. But no, I really am. No, all things aside, I'll try to be as. Look, I'm obviously biased. I'm obviously Trump sexual. I am. I'm like. So Harry Sisson is to Joe Biden as I am to Donald Trump. Harry Sisson was licking that old sack, and I'm licking Donald Trump's sack. I'm Trump sexual, right? Look, I can't help it. It's truth. It's the truth. But so wholeheartedly, I do believe that. So there's 10 votes in, by the way. So 6 of you believe that Donald Trump will win, and 4 of you believe Kamala will win. So 60% say Trump, 40% say Kamala. How the hell can anybody say that Kamala Harris is going to win the debate? The 4 people who voted, by the way, come on, look at yourselves in the mirror. But I'm not going to force you to change your vote. That's what communist Kamala would have you do, though, is she'd force you to change your vote if it wasn't for her. If you put Donald Trump on there, she'd be like, oops, I'm going to boop. Put that on mine. Richard says, you're not biased. You have common sense, my brother. Thank you. By the way, Richard Martinez, we both Mexican brothers, by the way. I'm just very white. I'm only like 25% Mexican, but I noticed when I saw Martinez, I was like, oh, Mexican brother. My Mexican brothers. But, what it boils down to is my predictions are just this debate. It's going to come down to Trump has way more policies. At least he has policies. He has beliefs, right? He has an agenda, a real agenda. Like, we're talking about, like, this is what he wants to do. He wants to close the border. He wants to put some tariffs on China so that way, because China's been screwing us for years. Let's face it. We've probably been screwing China in some way for years, but honestly, like, tariffs, totally fine, by the way. But give me a second, everybody. Here we go. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, let's take a look at the poll, by the way. Let's look at the active poll. So who will win the debate? Donald Trump, 58%. 38% now for Kamala Harris, 62% for Trump. Look, you guys, I think it's clear that there's a lot of people who just think Kamala Harris is fake, right? It's true. I think that, like, you take any sane person, like, take the politics out of it, right? Is Trump perfect? No. but he does have the ability to critically think. He is a problem solver. That much is clear. Watch any interview with Trump, right? He's trying to solve problems. What is Kamala Harris trying to do? She's trying to just give you good vibes, ooh, and she tries to look really good. She tries to look really good. All she cares about is her image. I've met tons of people like Kamala. All they care about is their image, and all they care about is advancing in power. That's it. They're usually incompetent. She's incompetent. When Donald Trump says that she's incompetent, he is right. Oh my God, he's so fucking right. It's crazy. Maybe, let's see. Maybe Kamala will talk about her coffee lids during the debate. Well, that's what Ed Tracy says. Now, RVing with G says Trump has a brain, Kamala has a laugh. You are right. So here's the thing. Trump is a problem solver. He may not be the most eloquent speaker. Granted, he's not writing poetry, that's for sure. But he's solving problems, and he does communicate well, oddly enough. I know, like I said, he doesn't speak he doesn't speak like an Ivy Leaguer, obviously, but he does communicate. And I think he communicates pretty effectively, to be quite frankly, I think he communicates quite well. But yeah, here's the thing. Trump is going to go on that stage. I think he's going to trash talk Kamala a little bit. I think he's going to be like, he's going to throw some trash talk, because he is an expert trash talker. He already knows. Also, he has a lot more evidence against her than she has against him. Think about it. The evidence he has is how much inaction she's taken, right? So inaction is an action within itself, oddly enough. It's just a lack of, could a lack of action be an action in itself? Yes. Maybe, I don't know. But so her lack of action as the borders are, that's going to be huge. I think the border is going to be a big topic in the debate. Trump's going to bring it up. He's going to let her know, he's going to let the world know that you allowed a ton of people through the border. People who shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be here, sorry. Because they weren't vetted properly. There needs to be a vetting process. Borders need a vetting process. Look, you can't just let anyone in willy-nilly. You just can't. It's a bad idea. There has to be a process of who are you, what are your intentions. Here's a small sample size. How about this, liberals? I want you to unlock your door, right? I want you to unlock your door, and I want you to put a welcome, come on in anytime sign on your door. Do it. You say you're all about open borders, then you should have no locks on your doors either. I mean that. Seriously. Instead, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to have a lock on my door. Anybody who knocks, I'm going to ask who they are. What are their intentions? Oh, okay, cool. I know you. I'm going to let you in. That's an example. Look, borders need rules, right? If you're going to cross a border, there has to be a firm set of rules, a vetting process. You have to figure out who's coming in and who's coming out. What are their intentions? This goes for, like, for instance, if I, which I have no passport, by the way, if I decided that I was going to go to Mexico, I would firmly expect that there would be some sort of border police that would allow me into Mexico. That would keep me out of there because they don't have the proper documentation or passport or anything. They would keep me out of there because that's the smart thing to do, right? If I try to illegally cross into Mexico, I don't know, the situation might be bad. I might get shot. What I'm trying to say is there's a reason for these things. There's a reason for border security. There's a reason. You need to figure out if good people or bad people are coming through. It goes for both ends. Who knows? I know that I'm a good person, but if I were to cross into Mexico, the Mexican government knows nothing about me. They need to figure out what my intentions are before I cross. They need to figure out, do I have drugs on me? Do I have whatever? Like, really think about this. It's not racist to have border policies. It's smart as shit. Because you don't know what kind of people hate America. Vice versa. Mexico doesn't know how many Americans may hate Mexico. There may be terrorist Americans coming through to Mexico. It makes sense. So what I'm trying to get at is this. I say borders on Canada for Canada. Build a wall between Canada and the U.S. I'm so sick and tired of Justin Trudeau. Build a wall between America and Mexico, but really build the Canadian wall first. I'm fucking sick of Canadians. Done with Canadians. Anyway, so Red Eagle says she will talk about how the policies haven't changed, but she doesn't even know what those policies even are. Yeah, she does. She just talks out her ass. She tells you what you want to hear, and she doesn't expect to be questioned on it in the future. And if you do question her, you're gonna get called racist and sexist and everything in the book. That's how the left works. That's how liberals operate, and it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. So trying to think of anything else I want to add to this. I'm loving these numbers though. So 28 votes, by the way, say Donald Trump. 72%. Nope, 71. So 72% say Donald Trump's going to win. 28% say Kamala makes you holla is going to win. So that's just an interesting poll. I do want to see what these results are. So I want to see more people voting on this. I want to see more people. What do you guys think? Will Kamala make you holla, or will Donald Trump make you hump? Oh yeah. No, but no, I'm excited though. I really can't wait for I can't wait for this debate. I really think it's going to expose the hell out of Kamala. I think Kamala needs to be exposed for the fraud she actually is, and I'm just sick of it, man. I'm sick of the fake Democrat Party. I'm sick of the fakeness. I'm sick of fake ass Tim Walz pretending to be a normal American dude when all he is a freaking communist who is kind of a creeper. Robert Andreas says this is a fake channel. Your tits are fake, Robert. Fuck you. Anyway, my tits are real. My tits are man boobs. Thank you. But no, Robert can suck my because my channel is real, but these tits are fake, right? It's the truth. But anyway, no, I can't stand. I seriously cannot stand Kamala makes you holla. Kamala makes you holla. She's just awful, dude. She's a fucking communist. She's also Tim Walz is also a communist. Like, this is the thing that totally blows my mind, right? It blows my mind how the Communist Party, Socialist Party of America, which I'm glad they exist because they expose how dumb they are for thinking that socialism is a good idea. But they have endorsed Tim Walz, right? And Tim Walz, dude, like when your vice president is being endorsed by the Socialist Party of America, that says something. He let Minneapolis burn when he was governor. Like, anyway, some city in Minnesota, I think it was Minneapolis. Anyway, when the whole George Floyd riots were happening, the city in Minnesota burned for 5 days, and then he finally said, "Oh, let's get the National Guard in." After all those small businesses burned down, I think Minnesota. Here's the thing: I think Minnesota is turning red. I think the people in Minnesota are done with liberalism. I think it's going to be the greatest irony of this election, is that we're going to think that the one state that's going to vote blue no matter who is going to turn red. We're going to see Minnesota vote for Trump. It's going to be awesome. That's one of my predictions, by the way, for the election. I think Minnesota's turning red. I think it's happening. Robert Andreas said, "See, I told you. Look at who's calling someone dumb." Wow. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot, Robert. Shut up. Let's see. I don't even know who the fuck you are, but I just don't like you. Suck a nut. Let's see. I love how this fucker's calling my channel fake. Fuck you, dude. But yeah, anyway. So Donald Trump, obviously 77%. Kamala Harris, 20. Oh, nope. 77 for Donald, 22% for. Dude, we're almost about ready to see the 80-20 principle. Oh, man. Dude. 79% right now. Thank you guys for voting, by the way. To everybody voting in the on this live video, I want to thank you. This is so cool. I want to gauge how everybody's feeling, right? I want to gauge. This is my poll, right? This is the only poll that matters, is the Michael Garza Show's poll. But yeah, no, seriously, this is neat. So 77% say Donald Trump, 23% say Kamala Harris. Good, that's good. Look, and here's the thing, man. The pressure's on Kamala, right? Donald Trump is more prepped for this than anybody because he's been talking to real people. Look at how many interviews he's been doing on podcasts. He's got the youth vote, by the way. Donald Trump has secured it. Kamala hasn't talked to anybody. Nobody knows who she is. All we see are these like 30-something-year-olds, 30-something-year-old ladies that are just like, Kamala brings the joy. Ooh, Kamala brings the joy. So stupid, dude. Letonia says, I don't know, it looks like an emoji of a flag. I have no idea what that flag is. But it's too small, I can't tell what it is. Looks like some sort of European flag, though. The tides are turning on the poll, by the way. Trump was all the way up, by the way, in this poll to 79%. Kamala makes you holla was at like 21%. The tides are turning, though. So now it's 75% for Trump, 25% for Kamala. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I'm so curious how this ends. What do you guys think? Kamala makes you holla? Donald Trump. Man, I'm excited about this, you guys. I am sexually stimulated. So, yeah, for everything else, though, I really just think that, first off, Donald Trump has more personality than Kamala. The problem with chameleons, people who are chameleons, is that they tend to blend in really well. They do well in politics, that's for sure. And Kamala has been a lifelong politician for the most part. She's, I'm not going to say how she got her way to the top, but we all know how she got her way to the top. Let's just put it that way. It's wild, man. This is great. So we got 50 votes. So out of 50 voters, random voters who have tuned into this live video, we have 76% for Trump, and we have 24% for Kamala makes you holla. But yeah, I think this is going to be a tight race. No, it's not going to be tight. I think it's honestly, it may be one of those too big to rig situations. You know, I think it's. I think a lot of people are backing Trump. A lot of people are done with liberal politics. There's definitely a real red wave. And the one thing I've learned is that you can't trust the mainstream media. You can't trust the CNNs. You can't trust the MSNBCs. You can't even really trust Fox News, in my opinion. I don't trust any of the mainstream channels anymore. I really have gone to independent journalists like Tucker Carlson. I love Tuck. I really do. I will say there is one guy I kind of like because he's definitely questioned the wokeness, and that's Bill Maher. I still think he's an idiot for wanting to still vote for Kamala after all this, but whatever, that's fine. I think he's in the closet about Trump, though. I think Bill Maher's gonna vote for Trump behind closed doors. I think that's what's gonna happen when he gets to the voting booth. That's what I believe, because he just seems like he's fed up with the way the Democrat Party is being ran, the way the just everybody is in general in the Democrat Party. So, yeah, I think Donald Trump's going to run away with this. And here's the thing: the polls are going to immediately change after this debate. I think that Kamala is exposing herself. This is a. I mean, one way or another, she has to face the fire, and she's just not going to be prepared. Let's see. Cool Breeze says Tucker needs to be protected at all costs. Let's see. Texas 3 says Elon's a closet Republican too. Justin says you already had Trump and knew he wasn't right for the country. Do you call your exes? What? First off, I voted. First off, I love Trump. I voted for him in 2016. I voted for him in 2020. And guess what? I'm going to do again. I'm going to vote for him in 2024. You want to know why? Because it's the right thing to do. That's what I believe. I'd rather. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. The reason I'm voting for Trump is because I believe he is. He may not be the most moral person in the world, grant you that, but I will tell you what. I feel like he's far more honest about what he believes than Kamala Harris. Does he get all the facts straight? Not all the time. No, I don't think any politician does. I think whenever you're doing anything in politics, there's a level of let's see. Cool Breeze says, Justin, you're a joke. Yeah, yeah. So the way I look at it is very simple. I'm voting for Donald Trump. People can vote for however they want. I just don't think there's a lot of people. There's just not enough people who want to vote for Kamala. Look, even in this poll, right? It's just like, obviously, I think this poll's a little skewed because I think most people who watch my channel are pretty much Trump sexuals like I am. I'm pretty Trump sexual. I ain't gonna lie. I think about Trump a lot. No, I don't think about. The closer we get to election season, I've been thinking about him a lot. The closer we get to November, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because if we lose, a loss to Kamala is basically a loss to communism. We're losing to communism if Kamala wins, and I'd like to believe that America has woken up and has woken up and said, hey, communism's a bad thing and we don't want any more communists running our country. Joe Biden, no. Joe Biden was a communist. Kamala Harris might be actually, she's more of a radical communist than Joe Biden. I think she's more dangerous because of her communist and socialist beliefs. I just think that we don't want we don't want collectivism. I'm sorry. We just don't want it. I've read a lot of history, right? And all of these collectivist regimes, right? They all end in flames, and it's bad. Communism and socialism just make everyone poor in the end. It gives too much power to the government, right? That's bad. You don't want to give too much power to the government, by the way. Never, ever, ever, ever. Let's see. Toon Army Captain says, really, I have friends who lived under communism and they don't think they are communists. Do you really read history or understand communism? I think that Kamala Harris and Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are wannabe communists. Now, I think they have communist ideals, yes. I think that they themselves believe themselves to be communist or socialist, one or the other. Either way, in either of those systems, government has way too much control over the means of production. It's not good. Basically, what I'm saying is socialism sucks. It's a bad idea. And if you think it's a good idea, good for you. I'm just going to say that you're wrong. Toon Army Captain said, I mean, Australia and the UK are doing all right. Are they? So are they communist or socialist? Seriously, are they? I mean, they're definitely starting to become that. They used to. Let's see. I mean, there's definitely. I don't know. There's probably some authoritarian shit going on. I don't really keep track of what. I really don't keep track of Australia and the UK, to be quite frank. Let's see. So, Toon Army Captain says, so you're against a police force or U.S. Army? No. There are certain things that government needs to provide, and that's why we pay taxes to have those things provided. There are certain things that a nation needs. A nation does need a militia, that is for sure. A nation needs a means to defend itself. Granted. I'm fine with paying taxes as long as it's used for the betterment of America. But as long as we're not trading freedom for security. I think what scares me the most is that we want security so badly that we're willing to trade freedom for it. That's scary. And that's what I think you get when you vote for Kamala. You're getting false promises. You're getting a socialist or a communist, one or the other. It's still bullshit collectivism. And yeah. Let's see. Do you believe in so Robert says, do you believe in climate change? Psychotic Quantum says Trump is not only going to win the debate, he will win in November as well. Toon Army Captain says, so that's socialist. Tim Smith says, yo. Toon Army Captain says, so you're for some degree of socialism. So, look, every socialism, you need some sort of social programs to a point. I'm not completely against small amounts of it. Like, what I'm trying to say is you do need a little bit of a social safety net, but you don't want to overdo it. Socialism is overdoing it. We're talking about like Hitler socialism. We're talking about like Stalin socialism. That was an example of overdoing socialism, right? Well, those are actually more communist, whatever. Anyway, Stalin and Hitler, like the poster children for the dangers of bad ideas. And the bad ideas in this instance are socialism and communism. So it's the truth. Sorry. The results don't lie. I mean, okay, results can lie. They can tell you false things, but when there's a lot of evidence that shows that collectivism just kills a society, you just avoid collectivism. It's as simple as that. That's why we don't want democracy either. Democracy is majority rule. I prefer a constitutional republic. Anyway, let's see. Derek Leach says, you need to read up on your definitions of communism and socialism. You clearly have no idea of what those words mean. I have some idea. So, by the way, socialism also is a means of having the government control certain aspects of anything to control how much is. Well, actually, that's more to the communist side of things. But anyway, it's very similar. Very similar. Do you want... Derek, back to you. Do you understand those concepts? Do you understand how bad they are? Do you understand how they wreck and ruin countries? Do you? Do you? Seriously. It's fucking ignorant dicks like Derek, this Derek guy, who think that, oh, you don't understand the definitions. It's like, yeah, but I understand that they're both rooted in collectivism. That's all you really fucking need to know. And collectivism just sucks. It's a bad idea. Collectivism makes the individual worthless. It basically just says, hey, the individual doesn't matter. Who cares if they die? Who cares what happens to them? As long as the group looks good. Ugh, fuck you. Robert Andres says Trump wears diapers. Texas 3 says long live capitalism. Thank you, Texas 3. I appreciate it. Let's see. Toon Army Captain says, interesting. Hitler wasn't socialist at all. He cooped a socialist party. That's it. Well, it's funny because socialist people in a group who rely too heavily on the group are easy to take over, so that makes sense. Let's see. Woken Goat Death says socialism is the door to communism. Let's see. Texas 3 says World Economic Forum. You will own nothing and be happy. Yeah. Robert Andreas says Cat Daddy needs a brain. Why are you asking if he understands you? Understand nothing. Toon Army Captain says if you're against collectivism categorically, you can't have an army, police, fire, and any sort of government. Well, granted, I believe there's some exceptions to these rules. I believe that you should. Look, I'm not an absolutist. I do believe that you need some things to make a nation work. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look, nothing's perfect. But there is no way in hell. Like, I don't want America controlling what businesses do, for example. If we lived in a communist society, that's what would happen. That's exactly what would happen. Robert Andreas says he is right. You do not understand any definitions. Let's see. Nick N says, I think there needs to be a healthy balance, but don't believe a dictatorship and believe in voting rights. Let's see. Tune Army Cabin says, really? Should businesses be able to poison or murder people? No. That's another reason why you should have some regulations. There does need to be some regulatory bodies. There does. But they should not overpower and control how business is done, right? Businesses need to be ran by the people who own the business, whether it's multiple people who own the business, whether it's just one person. Look, in order for businesses to thrive, there needs to be less regulation. The more regulation you have, the more you kill business. The more, honestly, like, a lot of you people, like Toon Army Captain, you probably do want a little too much government involvement. And that's the scary thing is when the society wants, it's like, I don't know. I'm frustrated. I get frustrated when I see ignorant people, and I'm going to call you ignorant, Toon Army Captain, because what are you trying to get at? Yeah, I'm sorry. There's always going to be exceptions to every rule. You can't just have a government without some sort of governance, right? There needs to be something. But I'm just saying that small government is best government, is what I'm trying to get at. Keep government small. Make government small again, like my penis. The government needs to be as small as my penis, is all I'm trying to say. It's pretty small. So let's see. And then Toon Army Captain says, well, they either can or they can't overpower how businesses do. Let's see. Kyle says the more unnecessary regulations, some regulations are needed, some aren't. Yeah. Well, we got 99 votes, and here's the results so far. We have 99 votes total. 76% say Donald Trump is going to win the first debate. 24% say Kamala makes you holla, communist terrorist. And yeah, so good for you guys. Thank you guys for taking the time to even vote on that. It's super cool. Super chill, OMG. I saw my boy Tim was on here, and I'm not seeing him anymore. I don't know where he went, but maybe Tim's just reading all the comments or something like that. I don't know, but this is exciting. I didn't expect to even get this many. Oh, Tim is saying, yo, put me on. Is there a link? So I'm doing this through the YouTube app. Let me see if there's a way to get you on. Hold on. Give me a second, bud. That's a good question. Hold on. How do I get you? How do I get you to join in? Give me a second, Tim. Hold on. Maybe if I select you on here. Pin message. No. How do I get Tim on this? Give me 1 second, Tim. I'm trying to see if I could add you on here real fast, bud. Yeah, I brought up examples already about how pretty much I gave examples of communism turning into authoritarianism. You got Hitler's Germany, you got Stalin's Russia, you got Mao China, you name it, dude. Just anyway, Toon Army Captain, quit being such an annoying prick. I mean, yeah, honestly, keep being an annoying prick. I don't give a shit. Hold on, let's see. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to see how I can add Tim on this. I think that the YouTube app actually does have a way of doing this. That's the thing. So I'm trying to figure this one out. Chat filter, community moderation. I want to get Tim on this. This would be sick. You guys will have to give me a second, though. I could have swore there was a fucking way to do this, too. This is what pissing me off. Okay, yeah, get a drink, man. I'm going to see if I can get you in on this. This would be, if I can get you in on this would actually be kind of cool. Quick share. That's not going to work. Hold on. Because, yeah, this isn't... So I'm not doing this on StreamYard. I'm doing this just straight from the YouTube app. And this is on my phone, by the way, so I don't know what the capabilities are. Let's take a look at the poll, though, real quick. So 77% out of... So this is 105 votes. 77% say Donald Trump. Kamala Harris is 23%. This poll is just getting bigger and bigger. I wish I could say the same thing about my penis, but my penis is pretty tiny. I'm sorry, you guys. You guys okay with my penis being tiny? Okay, cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I feel if I select Tim, okay, so when I select Tim, there's like pin message, report, remove. Okay, so if I select Tim, I see I got pin message, report, add as a user. Damn it. So Tim, once again, I'm doing this from the YouTube app, and I could have swore there was a way to like get somebody else on here. I'm trying to figure that out. There's like some sort of function that I thought existed, but I may be wrong. I saw something like that. I would actually like to get Tim on this thing. That'd be cool. Give me 1 more second here. So I could start a poll. Already started my poll. Got that. So by the way, we're looking pretty good. 76% Donald Trump, 24% Kamala makes you holla. Maybe I can, Tim, I might be able to get you on here in a very unique way. I'm going to try to figure out something. Hold on. Do you have, this is a long shot, by the way. Hold on. Do you have Google Meet? I think it's Google. Like, you have a Gmail, obviously, but do you know how to... Tim, do you know how to access... I'll just go on my regular email, the one that you send me emails on. I'm going to see if I could, like, do a meeting with you on here. Like, send you a meeting link. Yeah, Google Meet, yeah. I'm going to try to... So what I'm going to do is I'm on my computer, right? I'm on my computer... But so I'm filming this directly on my Pixel 5 phone, right? That's why this is very difficult to even add anybody. But what I was thinking about doing was I was thinking about getting you on through Google Meeting. It's gonna be low quality, I'll admit it. But I was gonna like record you on the monitor. I think it's gonna be pretty wonky. This was actually kind of an unexpected stream that actually turned out to be a lot better than I ever dreamed. So yeah, I got to get you on somehow. Give me 1 second though. And honestly, if you sent me an invite on Google Meet, that would be acceptable too. I'll take that. I'm just gonna see how to send. Let's see, Google Meet. Let's see. Maybe if I just look up Google Meet, I'll figure it out. Hold on. Google Meet. Here we go. Meet.google.com. Okay, I think there might be a time limit, but this will be the best thing I got so far. At least this will make it as easy as possible for us to communicate real fast, and while also letting the world see us communicate, which I think would be pretty cool. Let me start a new meeting. We'll start an instant meeting. All right, Tim, I'm going to be able to figure this out here in a second. Oh, add others. Yeah, I can add you. Okay, cool. Hold on. Give me a second, Tim. I'm going to get you on here real fast. Add others. Where's my boy at? Tim. Tim, where you at, boy? There you are. Okay, so Tim... Okay, Tim, so I just sent an invite to you for Google Meet. I think you might be able to see me here in a second. Hopefully you got my message, the invite. So the invite link, so I was able to go into the meet.google, and then this is going to be totally haphazard, by the way. It's going to be kind of fun, though. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a little trippy, but I'll have a blast with it. Oh, we got Tim on. Tim, can you hear me, bud?
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm a little low quality, right? I mean, my voice is probably low quality, but you can hear me at least, so that's good.
Yeah, slightly lesser quality than YouTube, but I can still hear you.
Do you see? Do you see you can see yourself on the? This is the device that I'm using to record everything right now. So that's why I had to get you on Google. This is the most low quality Google Meet session that anybody's ever gonna see. So I'm gonna show Tim on the video real quick.
I live for Garza Meet sessions.
All right, my man, dude. So everybody can see you on the phone right now. So I'm just pointing my phone at the monitor at this point. But
I haven't had a good meet session since I was on Kevin's show.
Meat Spin Kevin, man. You're on Meat Spin Mike right now, so.
So guess what? I'm irate and I'm livid.
What's up? What happened?
So I'm supposed to go to this Pumpkins concert in like a couple weeks, right? And my airline might go on strike.
Oh shit!
Like all the pilots want to go on strike. There's like a 60% chance they're going to go on strike, and a bunch of stuff is going to get canceled. So I canceled my booking. I got a refund. It's supposed to show up in 10 days. And then I'm like, well, let me book the other airline that's going there.
Yeah.
And it's like they want to charge like double what I was going to pay before.
Shit.
So now I'm thinking, if I can't get an airline, I'm going to rent a car and I'm going to drive to Las Vegas. It's 17 hours, but I don't care. I'm going to leave like, I don't know, at noon on one day and get there like the night of the next day. And I can't be stopped, and that's my plan.
It's not a bad idea, though, dude. It's actually kind of a...
That's only... The rental cars are like $600 Canadian. Gas isn't going to be that much. You know, maybe another couple $100 or something like that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm sick of these airlines. They're all going on strike. It's because of inflation. Everyone's going on strike everywhere because of inflation. The trains went on strike. Now the airplanes want to go on strike.
Well, the problem is everything's so expensive and wages aren't increasing along with the inflation. So, like, everybody's pissed. Everybody's pissed, dude. Like, everybody's pissed. That's why, dude, if you look at this poll right here, 120 people have voted in my little live stream poll. and there 77% say Donald Trump is going to win the first debate. 23% say Kamala is going to win. I just don't think a lot of people really have any faith in Kamala. Like I just think that people don't really have faith in her. I think that
Well, you know, if the debate was different, like the problem is the debate is unscripted, allegedly. Like, so she's not going to get notes, and they are going to do the microphone muting, which she didn't want. Because when she debated Mike Pence 4 years ago, she did bad. Like, she lost that debate. The only highlights for her is when she could say to him, "Excuse me, I'm still talking."
Mm-hmm.
And when the microphones are muted, it's just one out, one by one, and you can't interrupt the other person. She loses that. So she doesn't have much she can actually use. And, like, every meetup she has in public is scripted. Everything's scripted. So, you know, it's not going to, you know, apparently she's training, like, they were practicing with the Donald Trump impersonator that they got.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing that, like, today somewhere. But it's just like, you know, that's not going to be enough. Her problem is when stuff like that CNN interview. Not only were the questions pre-selected, she had notes. Every time they asked her something, she looked down at her notes. And then they edited it from 40 minutes to like 18 minutes. Like, that's what I mean. Like, everything's controlled and scripted. So, like, this will be somewhat controlled because the moderators, it's ABC, owned by Disney, and they hate Trump.
Yeah.
And they hate DeSantis, they all that. So it'll be a little bit, like, against them. They're going to call Trump a rapist and, like, all kinds of crazy stuff. So it'll help her a little, but I don't know if it's going to be. But now the way things are, everyone's so sick of the media. Every time they do that, it just helps Trump. They're like, look at the media's crooked. So it doesn't help Kamala.
And a lot of people, you know, it's funny. Most people have a really good bullshit detector, I think. Like, if you look at every individual one by one, you know, there's obviously always a sucker somewhere, right? And honestly, I think anybody can become a sucker. But I think eventually, once the sucker realizes that they're being sucked, well, hold on, let me rephrase that. Once the sucker realizes that they're being fucked, I don't know. Once they realize that they're being screwed over, though, they start to really contemplate and be like, wow, I've been fucking lied to. I've been stolen from. By the way, inflation is theft. Like, if you inflate the money supply, that is a form of theft. And honestly, I think the people could sue the Federal Reserve somehow. I don't know if that there's probably no way to truly do that, unfortunately, but I'll need to ask Chat GPT. That's my lawyer. But it's exciting though, dude. This is actually the most watched live stream I've had in a long time, and I'm glad I've got you on it, man. Because, dude, I did this at a whim, by the way. I just thought, you know what? Let's do a live video and do a poll. Let's see how many people really think. Like, what do the people really think on YouTube? And this is kind of telling, to be honest. 77% now say Donald Trump's winning the first debate, and 23% say Kamala.
One of the craziest things is that people are this interested in politics. Like, I've been going through a lot of my 90s, like, media I have, like, movies, documentaries, CDs, stuff like that. And at no point does politics ever come up.
Yeah.
Like, almost nothing. Sometimes if it comes up, someone will just say the government. That's it. But no one cared about the party, and it was just like, no one really paid attention, and people were doing other things. So it's weird that politics, you know, became, maybe because Clinton was president through much of that, and he was more of a leftist, so the Hollywood and artists didn't go crazy the way they did later, but I don't know. I just think it was a great time. You can watch a movie. There was no mention of politics from 1990 to 1999 anywhere in anything.
You know, it's funny now that you mention it. For me personally, this is the most interested I've been in politics in a long time. I've never been that political. When Trump ran, I was just like, oh, I like this guy. He's a middle finger to the establishment. I'm voting for him, you know? And then 2020 happened. I was like, definitely voting for him again. And I think after the 2020 election happened, I, like a lot of other Americans, thought it was, I'm not going to say the word, but we all know what we thought about it, because I don't want YouTube to ban me, because YouTube hates my channel. But we all thought that there was something going on there that was not right. And that's when I became really interested in politics. You know what I mean? I became interested in things like election integrity. Like, oh man, how legit is this? Am I being gaslit? You know, I also started thinking about that. It's like I started really kind of caring more because I was like, man, if they're gonna, I mean, the amount of smear campaigns against Donald Trump blows my mind, blows my mind, and it's just crazy to me. I don't know, it's freaking wild.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think when they started freaking out under George W. Bush, which I can kind of understand, that's when people went nuts. And then Obama accentuated like the other side. They started to get mad. Now it's just chaos. It's like a free. But things are starting to unite now. Like they've done polls lately, and for the first time they're saying Kamala. What they like about Trump is that he's more moderate, and Kamala's like the radical. And like all I've heard for the last since before Trump was president was he's radical, he's a dictator, he's all this stuff. Now they're seeing him as more moderate. I think it's because stuff like RFK endorsed him, and Tulsi Gabbard endorsed him, and all these people who are kind of in the middle, and then they endorsed him, and now I think Kamala is just seen as a radical, probably because of Tim Walz, because that guy's nuts.
Oh, dude, yeah. Dude, Tim Walz let Minneapolis burn for like 5 days. Like, it was rough, dude.
Yeah, my whole theory, like I said before, is like he, apparently, according to what he released, he has no investments, no assets, no anything. I don't know what he's got, a savings account maybe, and a pension for being a teacher at some point. I don't know. But he's got, isn't that weird though? But the thing is, like I said, if all these rumors about him and doing stuff with kids and all that, if one of these kids is going to come forward and like sue him, maybe that's why he got rid of all his assets or he hid him overseas so that they can't get him, so they can't take all his stuff, and maybe only his wife can get him. Maybe it's in Switzerland or China. He took 40 trips to China.
That's an interesting theory, and honestly,
I don't know. It could be. I might call Gavin's show and ask.
Is that just like a rumor that was like swirling around the internet or something?
I don't know what Milo talked about it, and I don't know. A lot of stuff, like people will say stuff, hey, it's an open secret in Minneapolis, this happened, that happened. But I don't know, there's no evidence yet. But maybe that discourages people from coming forward if they're like, if their thing is, we're not going to get any money, we can't. Because a lot of times it turns into like a civil trial where people want like a lot of money and then there's a settlement. But if he claims he's got nothing, then that would like they probably wouldn't put themselves through it if there was not going to be any money, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a theory. Otherwise, why would he have just nothing? That doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know what he doesn't own his house. They said. Does that mean he rents it? I have no idea.
Yeah, Tim Walz is just, I don't know. To me, Walz is just a sketchy character, man. I don't know. There's something about him. It's just like Kamala, man. Just feels fake. Fake. I think it's become the fake part. I mean, I don't know. The party of fake people, man. I don't understand it. I mean, politics is unless
he's just such a committed communist that he just did that. I'm having no stocks, no bonds, no anything. Maybe but his family, his entire family lives in Florida. They left Minnesota and they all endorsed Trump. There's a picture of like a dozen of them with like.
I saw that pic, by the way.
For Trump.
Dude, and it's like, that's telling because it's like your own family doesn't even root for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be like if I was an NBA basketball player, right? Yeah. And, family loves the Portland Trailblazers, but I played for the Lakers, right? They would put on my Lakers jersey because it's like they're trying to support me, because they're like, oh, you may be playing for the team we don't like, but you're playing for them and we love you, so let's do it. You know what I mean? But if my family hated me, they probably wouldn't even support me at all, and they'd probably just be not wearing my jersey. I'm trying to like kind of correlate that, like. So the thing is, man, like, you'd think that his own family, and as a lot of his family too, by the way, which is even crazier, that were just like, hell no, dude. We know what kind of creep this dude is, and we don't like a lot of the shit he believes. So we're definitely voting Trump. Even his own family knows that Walz is bad for America. So I mean, the only wall that's good for America is one across the border. So the only walls that are good are border walls. Border walls over walls. That's all I gotta say.
What's going on with Springfield?
Oh, hold on, you're cutting in and out, bud. You're cutting in and out. One more time?
What's going on with with Springfield, Ohio?
Oh, I have no idea. What's up?
Because there's all the memes of Trump saving the cats and the ducks.
Oh, like the AI generated videos?
Yeah, because they moved, like the population's 50,000 and they moved in 20,000 Haitians and they're stealing people's cats and performing rituals on the sidewalk and they're killing the cats and they're stealing ducks from the park and just like dragging them off like geese and stuff. But then there's like memes now of Trump like carrying ducks to safety and like rescuing cats.
And this is all happening in where again? Springfield?
Springfield, Ohio.
Is this like a whole bunch of like people who illegally immigrated and are just doing all this terrible
Yeah,
shit?
they got some temporary refugee status kind of thing, but they're not, going to go back. But one minute it's 50,000 Ohio, next minute 20,000 Asians show up, and like they don't even know where to stay. They're just like living 10 people in a room. They're like showering in public like sinks and stuff, and no one knows what's going on. Who brought them there? But anyway, there's all these memes of Trump rescuing all these pets. And it's like carrying them to safety. That's what I mean, though. It's like at this point, anything that comes up, they'll just turn into a positive for Trump. They'll do a funny meme. Like it's gonna be hard to beat him at this point. All the betting sites are now at 60%.
Seriously?
I beat Hillary. It was the day of the election, the morning. It was 99.9% Hillary was gonna win on like every betting site.
Dude.
The New York Times thing was 99, and it was like that until like after the polls closed.
That's insane.
Up and up and up.
Dude, oh man, I wish I would have voted. Oh man, I wish I would have bet on like the Vegas poll. Like, I wish I actually would have placed an actual bet on like a betting website.
You can this year. You can bet like there's a few different places.
Sweet, dude. I'm gonna vote for Daddy. Dude, I'm voting for Daddy Trump, baby.
Now I was looking at Canadian Airlines. Now I'm looking at American Airlines, and they're a little cheaper for this Vegas so I don't know. Maybe I'll do them instead. It just made me so mad that it's like I'll drive one way or another. I'm getting to this concert. If flights don't happen, I'll drive there 17 hours. I've 17 hours is a lot. Like I almost have to get a hotel along the way. But if I leave drive all night, pull into Vegas the next day, and then I don't know. And I'm going to be really tired, though, so I don't know. I'm going to try and work up this flight, but it made me mad. Right, the one time I fly to the U.S., I haven't been there in, 24 years. And I go to do it, and the pilots are like, and you know what they said? The pilots are like, well, we make 40 than American pilots who fly in the United States. I'm like, well, then quit and move to the U.S. and fly there then. But don't stop my flight. It's not my problem. You live in Canada. I don't know. Maybe campaign harder for someone else next time, and you like it, and you won't be screwed all the time by inflation and stuff. But I don't know. It just made me mad. I'm just everything's ready to go. I literally have all my paperwork here, ready to go. And then it's just so I canceled my flight. I'll get my $700 back. I'm gonna have to book again another one for $1,000, but whatever. I'll pay the extra. But if that's not happening, I will get there one way or another. I'm getting to this pumpkin spot.
Dude, I appreciate that dedication, man, dude. Holy shit. I honestly, dude, I hope this video gets to them. Dude, that'd be so cool if it gets to your boy Billy, dude.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I'll post it on his Twitter. We'll do you should clip it or something. So the thing is the other thing is, maybe I'll take an extra day and I'll pop by Coos Bay. How far is Coos Bay?
It's definitely, I will say it is out of the way considering it is on the coast. Unless you decided, unless you did a coastal drive to Vegas, you did the coastal route first and then took the direct route to Vegas. I guess you could technically do that if you really wanted to, but.
I could go Coos Bay and then up to Vancouver. That might take me an extra day. I don't know. That actually might work. Oh man, Coos Bay.
I will admit,
I'm gonna think about that. Maybe on the way down. I might have to stop and I might have to leave a day earlier than I thought I was. Stop somewhere between and get to Las Vegas today. I took that day off at work. I've got the day off before the flight at work, so I can leave after work on a Tuesday, and then pull into Vegas late Wednesday or who knows.
I wonder what the best route to Vegas would be, though. I am curious because there's
a couple of highways. Coos Bay to Las Vegas. Coos Bay to Las Vegas is 15 hours on its own.
15 hours?
Yeah, that's what it says here. You take the US 95S.
Oh, US 95. Yeah, so it would probably be. Yeah, that's a that's a little bit of a ways. Damn, dude. I mean, it
Yeah.
would be kind of cool. I mean, like honestly, going from here to Vegas, like just making a day trip out of it would be kind of cool in a car would be kind of cool, but
I'll think about it. We'll see what the hell happens.
well, I just hope you're able to at least get a flight because I will admit that sort of trip just in a car alone would be kind of grueling. You know, I mean, you could do it. You could pull it off.
I once drove Vancouver to Sacramento.
Oh, you went from Vancouver to Sacramento?
Yeah, Vancouver, Canada, Sacramento. So that was how long? That was 14 hours. It says that's about what I drove.
Oh, damn, dude! Hell yeah! Yeah, you could pull this off. You could pull this off one way or another.
One way or another, I'm getting to this concept.
Getting to the.
My dad sounds like he's gonna make it. He's gonna drive up from Laguna. He's gonna drive from Laguna to Las Vegas. That's only 4 hours. Maybe I could fly to Los Angeles, just meet him there.
You and your dad both going to the concert together?
Yeah, I already had tickets and stuff, and then I got really drunk one night and called him. I hadn't talked to him in 2 years.
Yeah, dude.
And he answered, so we started talking. I guess him and his current wife are gonna go. And
oh, that's right. You told me about this. I forgot about this. That's so sick, dude.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in 20 years. That was the last time I saw him.
Damn, dude. Well, I'm just
gonna meet up. We're talking about meeting up before, and then he got tickets. They got tickets, and then I'm kind of down in the pit. But we'll meet maybe like before and after. But
dude, I'm stoked, man. That's badass. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll let you know if I do this Coos Bay plan. Maybe I'll get a hotel there. The thing is, I don't have to like book ahead. If I just pull in at Coos Bay in the afternoon, like you guys got hotels, right?
Yeah, we got like motels. I will admit, our motels are pretty. They're okay. I'll just tell you that. We got like a Motel 6. We got like, as far as hotels go, I guess you could say they're good enough quality. I would say at a lot of them. The Mill Casino Hotel is actually really nice, by the way.
I think the Mill.
The Mill Casino Hotel is probably the nicest in the area if you're looking for like, high quality hotel. But honestly, if you're just looking for like a cheap place to stay the night, Motel 6 is pretty good.
Yeah, Coos Bay to Las Vegas, you go through you go past Susanville. I think that's where the famous prison is. And you go past, I think you go through Area 51, then you get to Las Vegas.
Shit, dude, that sounds like it might be a longer route, actually.
I don't know, it's kind of direct, but there are some, like, you got to go through Reno and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
You got to go through different places.
I might do it. I might just say, screw it. It's about the same as a flight. I'll just drive my ass down. Anyway, it just pisses me off. I got everything. There was literally nothing left to do. I booked the shuttle from the airport to the hotel. I booked a monorail ticket. I found a thing that gives me 20% off it for drinks. Everything is ready to go. I got my flight, and then boom. Hey, we might go on strike because we don't make as much as in the U.S. That's because you're not an American. Shut your mouth. Get in the cockpit. Like, I just watched that movie Con Air from the 90s. Mm-hmm. That's what I was talking about. Just give me someone from that plane. Like the cannibal guy or something. He'll fly me there. Instead, it's like these idiot pilots. It's making me mad.
Oh, man. That's funny shit, dude.
All these people are going on strike. I'm so sick of these strikes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's going to happen even more often in the U.S., I believe. I think that because everything. Well, I know it's happening right now in Canada, for instance, but I think it's going to happen everywhere in the U.S. I think everybody's getting real pissed about just.
Why can't it be someone no one needs, like teachers or something? Instead, it's got to be like pilots.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Teachers went on strike, to be honest.
Oh my god. Yeah, man, I've been up since like 5 in the morning. I'm so tired.
Damn, dude. Gotta get some sleep.
I was watching Gavin's show, and then I'm like, oh, see, this guy's on. We're talking about the debate's at 6 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific.
6 p.m.?
6 p.m. Pacific time. So,
shit.
I think it's when you got 90 minutes. So.
Damn it, dude, because I'm working until 7 p.m., so I'll have to watch the replay of it. That's probably what I'll end up doing. But damn, dude.
Gavin's doing a live commentary of it while it's on with his. But I'm not gonna watch it because they always talk over it, and I feel like this is gonna be a bloodbath that I'm gonna want to remember. Like some people like Asmongold will do a recap probably. That's what I mean. A guy like Asmongold who just plays video games. Like, in the 90s, there's no way you would have even known who these two people are. Like, no one cared about politics in the 90s.
Yeah.
Now he's watching, like, debates. He's watching, like, interviews. I don't know.
I think it's social media. I think at the end of the day, it's social media. With how connected everybody is, everybody has an opinion that they put out into the ether. And because of that, because of all the opinions that everybody puts out in the ether, everybody just wants to talk about their political views. And I think that's why it's become more popular, is because think about it, back in the 90s, if you wanted to speak to millions of people, you had to have a TV show, right? Now, if I want to speak to thousands or even millions of people, all I need is a YouTube channel and a dinky camera. You know, and it's crazy. So lots of people can have lots of opinions, and even hacks like myself, no talent hacks, you know, like me, can do these crazy videos where I talk about like how gay I am for Donald Trump and shit, and it gets tons of views. And it's.
I mean, I get that's why I like that new movie Late Night with the Devil. It's set in like a 70s talk show. Like, I like that whole like formal official thing they used to do, which still exists on like CNN, Fox News to a degree, ABC, and all. Like, I don't know, they pretend they're like they make it seem really important. But now you can go on and just get like the regular person's view too. That they can, like, you can have a channel. Anyone who wants can start one of these channels, and it's like and then you get that side of it too, which you would never hear. You would just hear maybe like a 3-second clip of the news, and they would ask like random, "What do you think of this plane crash? What do you think of this weather?" Like, that's all they would get. You get to talk for 3 seconds, kind of thing. Now you can talk for hours, and then you get that side. So
yeah.
So I don't know. You get to find out what's going on the ground more, which is not easy to do. Like, I used to try and search for just like small town news in like Europe, United States, even Canada. It wasn't super easy, because even local newspapers are kind of dominated by national stories a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
So I get a lot of news just from like these like YouTube, Twitter, just like what's going on in your town, what happened when you were in line at Starbucks, like someone like yelled something, what happened, what happened at the airport, what happened, did the garbage man messed up your thing when he's taking, like, just like day-to-day stuff, So you get like more of that,
We live in a very live world, where more live things can be. Because, like, for instance, it's crazy how fast I can know what the hell's going on in New York. Yeah. It's crazy. I can go on Twitter and I could just see what people are talking about, what's going on in New York, and I know exactly what the hell's going on. That sort of information, that sort of instantaneous information, was not available even. Well, I guess it sort of was in the infancy of Twitter, but not to the degree it is today. Everybody has...
all this stuff is like 10 years old. Like Twitter, YouTube, it's about 10 years old.
Well, everybody's got a device now that they can, if they see something happening, they just take a quick video of it, put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter, and it goes viral, It could be a video of me, taking a shit with Brad Pitt or something like that, and that just goes viral, And that's a weird example. I just love Brad Pitt way too much, but
no, it's just like, no one would have like heard these stories before, but yeah, like I log in and I check Fox News right away just for like a major story, like is there an asteroid about to hit? Did a nuclear weapon go off? That's all I'm looking for on the front page of Fox News. If there's nothing like that, I close that. Then I check on Twitter, and I'm seeing like minute-by-minute updates of all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like breaking news. If there's a story trending, you click on it. Like anywhere in the world, something's trending, and you are live there. Someone's live with their phone recording it, and you're in Paris, you're in China, you're wherever, and it's like, wow, it's happening.
So wild, dude. So freaking wild. Like,
yeah, that's what's good about this. Like, you got the debate tomorrow night.
Power on.
Oh. Hold on.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
Give me a second.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay.
You have to sit.
My Bluetooth speaker, it died on me. Hold on. I'm gonna plug it back in real quick. I have to. It's usually wireless, but I have to. Can you still hear me, by the way? Okay. Okay, we're plugged back in on the speaker. Hell yeah. All right. There we go.
All right, well, I better go, but maybe I'll let you check out the chat. I think people are asking questions.
Okay. Well, hey, good chatting with you, my man, dude. I always got to get my boy on here, so I got to get my boy Tim Smith.
One way or another, I'll take American Airlines if I can't take Air Canada. I'm not going to take WestJet. They want to charge me like $1,500, so screw them. And if American Airlines doesn't work, I'll drive. I will drive to Las Vegas. I like driving. I mean, there's not much in Las Vegas. It's just hours of desert in like Nevada until you actually get there.
Yeah.
It's just hours of desert. There's nothing there. I've done Google Drives and stuff like that. And I've done YouTube like live 4K drives around Nevada. There's nothing. There's like, what do you go through? You go through Oregon or Idaho?
I think you go through Idaho. I think one of the routes is through Idaho, I believe. Maybe. I remember seeing a map, and it was interesting. There's a few routes. You can go through Oregon, or you can go through Idaho, one or the other.
Yeah, I think I would go through probably Washington. Yeah, I'd probably go Washington, Oregon. Looks like what I'd go through. But still, it's like, Washington, okay, Oregon. But then you get to Nevada, the trees are gone. There's no more rivers. It's just desert for like 10 hours. You get to
damn, dude, damn.
But, whatever, I don't care. I'll do it. I'd love to drive there. Now I'm getting excited about it. A rental car is cheaper. I checked, you can rent a car in Canada and drive it to the U.S. as fast. They don't mind. So
that's cool. Or if you get really desperate, you could just like cross the border real quick and get a rented car in Washington or something.
Yeah, I could go to Seattle. I could go to Seattle and get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could look. There's not much near me in my border crossing. There's like a couple of really tiny towns, but
yeah.
But I'm close to Bellingham. Maybe I go to Bellingham.
Hell yeah, dude.
To Bellingham and rent a car. I'll just rent one from my area. I'll drive down. But all right, one way or another, this is gonna happen.
My man's determined.
Remember that movie Detroit Rock City where they can try and see kids?
Oh, dude, I never seen that movie.
Yeah, they got to go on a road trip to see kids, and the parents steal their tickets. The car breaks down, and then somehow they got to get in.
That's all right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. I'll see if I can respond to some of these comments real quick, and I'll probably eat in front of people on here. I got a pizza that I'm gonna probably eat in front of. I got a pizza that's been cooked for like an hour.
You did chili mac and cheese. I was looking at food in Vegas at like the steakhouse. They do a lobster mac and cheese.
Oh.
It's like $100, and it's like they take the lobster, they mix it with the mac and cheese. Then they take that filling and they put it back inside like the lobster, like claw and all that, and then you scoop it out as like the lobster claw.
I don't know how I feel about that. It sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
I love chili, so I mean, I'm open to a lot of shit. So fuck it.
It's like $99. So.
Damn, dude. Damn.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Answer some chat on the questions. I'm gonna try and go out my flight.
All right, man. Catch you later, man.
I'll see you later.
All right, beast. All right, folks. So that was our boy Tim, our correspondent, the Canadian correspondent. Give me a second. Huh? I gotta put this down real fast. So I figured I'm gonna eat a pizza in front of you guys. Here in a second. Oh, there we go. I haven't really ate anything all day, and I got a thin crust pizza that's going in my ass. So I think Trump is gonna win. Wholeheartedly. It's gonna happen. Hold on. I'm gonna shove this pizza in my ass, though. Hope everybody's doing all right, wherever you may be, however you may be listening. So good. Really cool to have Tim on, though. Really fun. Oh man, I want him to get to that concert, dude. That's gonna be really fun for him. Um, Tim's a really good dude. He earned this concert, man. Because everything I know about the guy, he's just a kind-hearted dude, in my opinion. I like him. He's he's the coolest Canadian I've ever met. I did say earlier that we need to build a wall around Canada, but we got to let Tim in. He's the only Canadian we'll allow in. Hold on. Oh. I am your average Trump voter, by the way. Tim says, build an edible wall out of crispy pizza. This is a good idea. Well, this is a thin crust. It's a, what do you call it? It's not Totino's. It's Red Baron. Yeah, I think it's a Red Baron thin and crispy. So I've been kind of going back to thin crust just because, you know, a little less calories and still not less calories, but you know, less carbs. Even though I'm not big on low carb stuff, but figured it might help. But so good though. I love thin crust pizza. Like I live for thin crust pizza. I live for all pizza. I love pizza. I love chili. I'm a basic eater. Like my diet is bullshit. My diet's not that bad, but it's pretty basic. Really good. Really good. You guys ready for Trump Daddy to win, though? Because I am. I'm born ready. Man, I'm so fucking fat right now. I love pizza. Let's see. Richard says Shakey's thin crust yummy. It's pretty good, man. So much of it so far. Weirdest thing you ever put on a pizza is what Tim's asking. Let's see. Well, surprisingly, nothing too strange. I can't really think of anything too weird, but I guess if you were gonna say the weirdest thing I put on a pizza, I put I scrambled some eggs once, and I put them on like a cheese pizza, right? After I scrambled the eggs, I put them on the cheese pizza, and I cooked the pizza with the eggs on them. And I didn't like cook the scrambled eggs too much. I cooked them enough to where I just then, you know, they're fluffy a little bit. Put them on the pizza, and yeah, it was weird. I didn't want to overcook the pizza either because I didn't want to burn the eggs. It was interesting. It was a tough combo. It turned out all right. I'll just say that. I think it probably would have been better if I just would have cooked the eggs separately, as normal, and then just put them on the pizza after the pizza got out of the oven. I think that's probably the best maneuver I could have made. But yeah, I've never really put anything too strange on pizza. I'd say eggs is probably the strangest, but that just turns it into a breakfast pizza, in my opinion. Which, honestly, eggs on pizza, I think is the most underrated. Scrambled eggs on pizza is the most underrated thing of all time. I'm just saying. Richard Martinez says my boy is ripping it. IP, let's go. So 159 votes, by the way, on who will win the first debate. Donald Trump still has a commanding lead of 75%, whereas Kamala is at 25%. People are showing their true colors right now. People loving Kamala, not people loving Trump. Tim is saying Canada doesn't go too crazy, but we got jalapeno popper pizza, pierogi pizza, bacon double cheeseburger pizza. Oh hell yeah, dude! You guys are rocking it in Canada. Freaking badass. Yeah, so how much of the pizza I've ate so far? It's thin crust. It's not a very big pizza, but it definitely fills you up for sure. Oh yeah. Tim says jalapeno popper pizza is jalapeno bacon cream cheese. Ooh. You had me a cream cheese would be fucking good on pizza. Holy shit. Damn, dude. Whew. Richard Martinez says, that's it. Pizza in the debate tomorrow. Let's go, Trump. Agreed, Richard. I appreciate it, man. Trump 2020 full, baby. Too big to rig. That's what I'm feeling. But, you know, what we're seeing tomorrow is capitalist versus communist. Right? That's what we're seeing. Communist Kamala Harris versus capitalist Donald Trump. Who will win? Enter your vote now in the poll. Who will win the first debate? 75% of you say Donald Trump, 25% say Kamala Harris. Who will it be? I don't know. Go Daddy. Daddy Trump, guys. I'm feeling it. Guys think I could eat this whole pizza? I think I can. Woo. So, yeah, I think Donald Trump's gonna just really, he's gonna wipe the floor, man. I'm excited. Tim is saying, you need dipping sauces. Coos Bay Buffalo Ranch. Agreed. I'm being basic, man. I'm just like, oh, got everything you need. See, the pizza doesn't need a sauce. Well, it has sauce on it already. It's got the tomato sauce. You got the cheese. You got the pepperoni, right? You don't need any extra sauce. All you need is the bread, the Like I said, the sauce, the cheese, the pepperoni, you got it. You're good. Although I will admit, having marinara dipping sauce is always nice. I love it. Look how messy I am. I've got got that on there. I'm a messy eater, you guys. I'm pretty nasty to watch while I'm eating. But oh man. This video probably did the opposite effect. I probably created more Kamala Harris voters by doing this video, unfortunately. And for that, I want to apologize. But Tim Smith says, I had jalapeno cheddar with... Sorry, my hand is kind of... I got to move my hand a little bit. Hold on. I had jalapeno cheddar with peach jelly on cracked pepper and olive oil Triscuits earlier. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, that actually sounds kind of pretty tasty. Oh, hell yeah. This just did. 76% say Donald Trump will win the first debate. 24% say Kamala Harris. Oh my God. It's exciting, folks. It's getting real. Getting real sexy. Garza is 300 subs away, is what Tim is saying. Is 300 subs away from his live 2,690K love celebration. So yeah, 2.69K people. We're gonna get that 69 celebration going. I'm pretty excited. We're almost here, man. Almost here. Wait a minute. I thought I was already at like 2,600. Hold on. Oh, Tim, I think you mean 30 subs. No, hold on. Because I'm at no, 30 subs because I'm at 2,665 right now. So yeah, I'm basically 30 subs away from that 6'9", dude. Oh, this is exciting. So I'm only 30 subs away. Cause yeah, I see. I mean, we could probably get a few more subscribers. That's a high possibility, by the way. Woo! Donald J. Trump, baby. We need him. We want him. Dude, Trump's gonna save the day, man. He's not gonna save everybody, but he's gonna kick ass. He's gonna take names. He's gonna do what he does. I'm excited. Richard said, Tuesday night cannot come fast enough. I just subscribed. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, this is exciting, man. I think it's going to be. A lot of us are excited because it's a chance to expose Kamala for the fraud she is. It's a good chance. And I'm excited to see just how bad Trump wipes the floor. Kamala's not popular, man, with anybody. Nobody wants her to win. I mean, obviously there's people, but you know. It's exciting though, you guys. We're getting more subs. Oh, it's getting more and more each time. I'm looking at the meter. Hell yeah. Well, we're down to this piece. I just ate a whole pizza. Thin crust pizza. It wasn't really that big. I ate a thin crust pizza live on air in front of you guys. Which concludes to me that Trump is going to win the debate. He's going to kick ass, take some names. The man's going to win it. So Tim Smith says Dave Ramsey's frozen pizza budget miracle lives. I love it, dude. That's awesome. Holy shit. Yep. My frozen pizza budget. Dude, Dave, honestly, I will admit, even though Dave's advice on debt, I think, is kind of shitty for the most part, I do believe that some debt is good as long as it's for a cause that allows you to make money. For example, me getting a car loan at a lower interest rate, which was a good thing, was good for me because I could use my car as a business, and hence also pay off the loan a lot faster. I choose not to pay off the loan faster, to be honest, because sure, I'll pay more interest, but in the meantime, a lot of that extra money I make goes towards investments, and those investments actually pay for the interest, the dividends from the investment, I should say. That's why I love dividends so much. I'm so gay for dividends, by the way. So gay for dividends. So gay. Hey, hey. But yeah. Are you guys gay for dividends? I guess I could talk about investing. Do I think that Trump will be great for the stock market? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sure, the value of businesses I think will go up because Trump wants to end a lot of regulations that just make doing business impossible. That's another thing. Like, you have to let businesses thrive. And the best way to let businesses thrive is to actually release a lot of the bullshit regulations. By the way, there are a lot of bullshit regulations out there. A lot of them that hold back businesses from doing what they need to do. I'm pro business, man. As long as the business is not out there killing anybody, trying to kill anybody, let the businesses thrive. That's the way I look at it, at least. So we got 175 votes on this poll. This is an interesting. It's been fluctuating between 75% and 76%, right? So Donald Trump is at 76%, 24% for Kamala Harris right now on the polls. Feel free to vote on this YouTube poll, by the way. Get involved. It's pretty sexy. Anybody can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I have faith. I have faith of the heart. I trust you. I believe. I believe. You could do this. But anyway, So yeah, just really excited to see what the future holds for Donald Trump. I think after this debate, we're going to see a clear shift in the polls, big time. Nobody believes in Kamala Harris. They see through her fakery. A lot of people see how fake she is. They really do. They can tell. It's just very obvious. I take one look at her, the way she talks, the way she tries to mimic everybody in the room. It's very obvious. And she is deliberately trying to act like the crowd. You know, she's trying to mimic. She's a kiss ass, is what I'm trying to say. She's a professional ass kisser. I don't mean that in the literal sense. I mean that in the sense of she is trying to blend in. She's trying to fit in. She's trying to gain the trust of whoever's in the room. So if there's a bunch of Southerners, she's going to talk with that Southern drawl. But if there's a bunch of, people like me, she's going to try to talk like me. I don't know. I don't know how I really sound sometimes, but let's see. So Debbie Van Ness says truth. I believe so. Honestly, I just think that we're at a critical point, in my opinion. We're at a real critical point where we have to ask ourselves: if you vote for Kamala, you are voting for communism. Or socialism, one or the other, or both. Really, both. They're kind of they're virtually interchangeable. I don't care what anybody says. They're both forms of collectivism. They're both bullshit. So, on one hand, you have Kamala makes you holla, communist Kamala, or you got Donald Trump. Who are you gonna choose? Who are you gonna choose, really? In your heart of hearts, I think you know who you're gonna choose. Richard Martinez says, you can almost see the strings hanging over her. Debbie, yeah, exactly. Agree. Debbie Van Ness says, Trump 2024. Hell to the yeah. No, and I agree. Look, Trump, if Trump doesn't win, either America's lost its mind, which is possible, by the way. A lot of us seem a little more insane than we have been. Even me. I'm Trump sexual. I can't help it. Maybe I can, but I'm not going to go to a Trump conversion therapy session, I'm not going to go to, there's gay camp, there's gay camp that the Christians do, and then the leftists, they have a Trump camp where they try to deprogram me into not loving Trump. Look, I love Trump. I'm sorry. I'm a Trump guy. I can't help it. I really am. Like, I want to see Trump win really badly. I used to kind of hide it because I was afraid of getting fired, but now I don't care if I get fired ever, because I have to be my own man. I have to listen to my heart, and my heart says Trump. It says Trump Daddy 2024. That's what I'm going to say. So go Trump, man. That's all I got. So it's really the best. That's what I believe, man. What do you guys think? But yeah, Richard's saying, hey, go Debbie. Hell yeah. And Debbie saying, thanks, Richard. Here's the thing. Like, I think this is an opportunity for us to say no to communism. It really is. This election's an opportunity for us to look. Whether you like Trump or hate Trump, he's a capitalist, and I think he's good for the country. And then you have Kamala Harris, basically a collectivist. Whether it's socialist or communist, fuck if I know. It's some form of collectivism, and it's some form of BS. Collectivism doesn't work. It's been tried time and time again. There's no proper way to implement it. It tries to transform human beings into something that they are not. That's why collectivism is dangerous. It tries to transform human beings into something that's malleable and controllable. Human beings can only be controlled for so long until they revolt. That's why oppression doesn't last forever. You know? Anyway. Tim Smith says, is Tim Walz going to be sitting in a chair next to Kamala like he was for the CNN interview? Can she tag team him in? I don't know how people didn't lose respect for her when she brought Tim Walz in on that interview. Like, if you had even a little bit of respect for Kamala, it had to have been gone. Like, or even a lot. If you had a lot of respect for Kamala, it had to have gone away. The moment you see fucking Tim Walz sitting there babysitting her, making sure she doesn't say the wrong thing, and then having him to look at if she doesn't know the answer, it's like, she's clearly not competent. We're in a competency crisis here for even the presidency. And I'll take Trump. I will take Trump any day of the week. Like, seriously, I don't want to live in a world that's dictated by Kamala. I can't. She's just bad. She's just bad. Like, I just don't understand how anybody could want that. What do you guys think? Does Kamala make you holla? Does she make you holla? Do you want Kamala? Is that what you want? All right. Kamala makes you holla. Oh, yeah. Kamala makes you holla. Kamala makes you holla. Okay, that was creepy. But you know, just excited though. Kamala makes you holla. Debbie Van Ness says, lol. Hell yeah. No, I really do think that no, at the end of the day, I'm really straight up for Donald Trump. I just don't know how anybody can. I don't know how you could take one look at Kamala and one look at Trump. At least watch 30-minute video clips of Kamala Harris, the best moments, and watch 30 minutes of Donald Trump's best moments, right? And I just don't understand how one can really blindly say, I don't, obviously people are gaslighting themselves into thinking that Kamala's even worth it. Why would they do this? They're gaslighting themselves. It wasn't no more than 2 to 3 months ago that everybody was saying we need to get rid of Joe and Kamala. Everybody was saying it. Seriously, every media outlet was saying it too. All of a sudden, oh, Kamala will save us all. She'll save the democracy. The democracy. We're not a democracy, by the way. We're a fucking constitutional republic. I'm so sick of idiots. I'm so sick of these fucking idiots out there saying, we gotta save democracy. This isn't in the... what you're doing is not in the name of democracy. Democracy. Look, democracy's not even anywhere in the fucking Constitution. It's just like, our founding fathers realized the dangers of democracy in itself. So that's why we're a constitutional republic, just as an FYI. Debbie says she doesn't have best moments. I can agree with that. It's very minimal. I think she's probably had a couple moments in the sun, hopefully. I don't think anybody's completely without some sort of highlight reel. Even the worst players in the NBA, for instance, have some sort of highlight reel, you know, as an example. But no, I think Kamala's awful. Texas 3 says she's buying YouTube likes. Tim Texas 3 says she's buying YouTube likes, not me. But I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be, honestly. Tim Smith says, for the general public, they've done street interviews. Nobody even knew who Kamala was up until Joe was forced out. That's insane to me. That's really insane. So Donald Trump is at 76% and Kamala Harris is at 24%. Who will win the first debate? Who will win? What's going to happen? It's insane, you guys. It's insane, man. Oh, by the way, quick shout out to my boy. Oh, by the way, Texas 3 says, MAGA. Quick shout out to Tim, by the way. So I ended up spreading the word quite a bit on Facebook groups, and a lot of other people did too about that pedo guy. And it's turned out to be a huge success. Huge success. First off, the whole neighborhood ended up hearing about it. The whole street. That's a very long. Lincoln Street is a very long street in North Bend, by the way. So lots of people. I wouldn't say that everybody knows, but I'm pretty sure a majority of them know now. Let's see. Double checking a couple things. Let's see here. Checking something real quick. Checking something real fast on the. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, so what's cool is they actually finally approved my little post. Let's see. Oh, dude, so Coos County, there's a group on Facebook called Coos County Watch, and they approved the post as well, just actually no more than like 8 hours ago or so. And which is good because we're trying to I'm trying to expose as many of these creeps and you know, honestly, I think I might need to be Coos Bay's Chris Hansen is what I'm thinking. That'd be fun, actually. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be like the dopest dude ever. I could sound like Chris Hansen. Hello, Chris Hansen Dateline. It feels like I'm trying to be like Robert Downey Jr. Hi, Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. We're doing a news story on. She's a 15-year-old girl. Chris Hansen has such a cool, like, there's something about the way that Chris Hansen sounds, the timbre of his voice. Like, if he just, like, all he would have to do is, like, I would pay for this, by the way. I would pay Chris Hansen $200 to sit next to my bedside while I'm trying to go to bed, right? And I want him to, like, read a really cool epic book, right? I don't know, like, maybe Lord of the Rings or something like that, right? And or just something, maybe some book I've never heard of, and just have him read a book to me, you know, just with that sensual voice, you know, like Chris Hansen voice that, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a random story, but, like, you know, you could say, like, and the cow says moo, you know, I like I said, Chris Hansen's just got such a good voice that. For me, I don't know how to emulate exactly how he speaks, but he's so good. Chris Hansen, you are the GOAT. You're the best. If there's anybody's voice I want to try to emulate, it's got to be Chris Hansen's. That is for sure, without a doubt. But let's look at the latest poll. So out of 194 votes, the results are in so far. 76% say Trump will win the first debate. 24% say Kamala makes you holla. But that's crazy. That's insane. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's cool to be able to see that the Post landed on the Coos County Watch. This is great. Because what this does is it exposes all these people. Because I mean, the thing is that video that you had sent me showed so much. I mean, this the guy, the Dylan guy who was caught, exposed so much in that video about himself. And I mean, dude, it's just insane. But yeah. Wild. And I think the video's still up on YouTube, by the way. I don't think it ever got taken down. Nope. Man, it's wild. This is just so crazy. I'm looking at some of the comments on the video to see like well, this is interesting. Oh, it's on Rumble as well? That's great. That's great because Rumble, the good thing about Rumble is that it doesn't delete. My bad. It doesn't delete the videos at all. Let's see. That's crazy though. Yeah, anything that's on Rumble is always good, man. I always love it when things go on Rumble because the thing is, YouTube is a little too censor crazy. They love censoring shit, and I don't know why they're so proud of censoring. Like you should have no pride in censoring other people, especially if they're just giving an opinion or trying to expose something and do real reporting. That's a thing, you know. Hmm. See. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. I got caught up looking at the comments, man. Dude, some of those comments blew up like crazy. Oh man, anyway, sorry about that, you guys. I got caught up looking at the randomness on the internets. Some crazy shit sometimes, man. But yeah, no, Tim, that's awesome, man. I'm glad it's now on Predator Poacher's Rumble channel. That's freaking tight. Let's see. Regis Alexander Jr. says, I voted for Trump twice, but I can't do it again. He will get triggered and lose his mind at the debate and go all 2-year-old having a tantrum. Yeah, here's the thing. I voted for Trump 2016, 2020, and guess what? 2024. Oh, 3 times in a row. However, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that Oregon turns red. I think there's a lot more people who despise what the left has become. There's a lot of people who may say to their friends, "Oh, I'm voting for Kamala." What they're really doing when they mail in their ballot, you know what they're voting for? Voting for Trump. That's what I'm thinking, at least. And why not? That's the way I look at it. Why not vote for Trump? You know, I just don't see any real reason to vote for people like Kamala Harris or Tim Walz. You know, I think they're basically communists. They're just not, in my opinion, they're not good for America, and I'm happy to just say that I'm not for them, you know, not for them in any way. So, Remy Dietz says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. Hell yeah. I'm not very Christian or anything, but I do appreciate those words. Thank you. It's good to hear. Let's see. Yeah, who will win the first debate? It's, Donald Trump 77%, and Kamala makes you holla 23%. Texas 3 says Trump calmed down quite a bit since 2016. Not that he did any back then jazz. Yeah, I think here's the thing, man. Trump just wants to save America. He thinks that, and I think he's on the money with this one, because I think people like Kamala don't like America. I think they either want to ruin it or they just want power, and they don't care who they have to destroy to get that power. I think it's wrong. So hell no, I'm not voting for Kamala. Definitely voting for Trump. But these poll numbers, so 199 votes, 77% they say that Trump's going to win the first debate. 23% say Kamala Harris is, and yeah, that's pretty telling. When the polls on here, for instance, which honestly we were watching it on. By the way, a lot of the people who are voting on this poll are probably watching from their mobile devices. Which I think most people who are just sitting and watching YouTube on their mobile devices probably would vote for Harris or Democrats. But I think a lot of Democrats are seeing through Harris's bullshit. And I think people are tired of it. You know, I think that the honeymoon between the media and Kamala Harris has finally taken its toll. It's taken its end. I think even the media might be realizing that they made a mistake by installing Kamala. The whole DNC, Democratic Party, made a huge mistake when they decided to install power-hungry Kamala into the fold. So we'll see what happens. But as you see, we're really, I mean, one way or another, I think we're all kind of fucked a little bit. And that sucks to say. I don't want to say that, but we're all a little bit fucked, and that's okay. So what do we do now? I don't know. It's going to be exciting. All right, I better end this one. But last minute votes, everybody. We're at 199 votes. I need one more vote on there. We got 199 votes on this poll. I wanted to exceed 200. Like right there, we just need one more vote. So far, 77% say Trump will win. 23% say Kamala. We need one more vote, and then I'm going to end the live stream. So one more vote, people. Who's going to be the last person to cast their vote on this poll? I need that one last vote. Once I get that 200th vote, I can end the live stream and go to bed. Oh, nobody. All right. Actually, a little bit surprised. All right. Come on, give me that 200th. This is bullshit. Come on, man. Where's the 200th? I need the 200th vote, man. Give me the 200th. So we're stuck at 199 votes on this poll. I just want one more person to vote. I don't care what you vote for. Trump or Kamala, who are you voting for? Who do you think's going to win this debate? Get down there and vote now on this little poll. Ride that poll. Ride that poll hard. You got to grease that poll. All right, Sebastian Brandt says Trump. My man, get it. All right, so the votes are in, everybody. We have 201 total votes. And I'm just going to say these final totals are. So out of the 202, I take that back. So out of the 202 people who voted on the poll, who will win the first debate? 77% of you said Donald Trump. 23% of you said Kamala Harris. We will see. And I do believe that that you guys are right about Trump winning the debate. I would have been scared if 77% of people voted for Kamala on that one. I'd be scared. I'd be like, dude, what's wrong with you guys? Such bullshit. But no, I don't expect everybody to agree with me. You know, to the 23% of people who think Kamala Harris will win the debate, you know, good for you. I just think that the odds, everything is in Trump's favor. The polls are now in Trump's favor. Everything's just turning into Trump's favor. I mean, MSNBC is panicking. I should say MSDNC is what I call them. But nobody respects the leftists anymore. They don't respect the woke. They don't respect it, and I don't either. So I'm excited, and let's see what happens. All right, later, everybody. Woo!